3, 2. Well, this for me. 3, 2, 1. What up, y'all?
What's going on? What's going on with FILA Sports Podcast Special Edition? That's the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. It's your boy Coach Mario and the Don. What's going on, man?
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing this evening? Hope y'all like the new way we stream now. We put in a lot of work to continue to, I guess, grow our podcast. We have a new presentation, so hope y'all enjoy it from here on out. This is our new way of streaming. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate the support and love from y'all. If you know anybody who is an Atlanta sports fanatic, share this video, share our content with them, tell them to subscribe as well. Also hit that like button. If you're watching this video at a later time, make sure you hit us up in the comment section. As always,
I'm hot.
It's your hometown sports podcast. All right, we don't have a guest on the show today. It's just a pretty much a show that we just gonna go over all the sports scores and news for the week. What did the Dream do this week, Coach?
we still discussing them. I'm sorry, I'm at the people in the chat. The Dream Wednesday, they got close. We dropped to Indiana by 2. We getting closer. We can get blown out. Saturday, we lost to Chicago 87-75. And they were in action today in Minnesota, but I didn't check the score. I've been on the Braves and United.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's winding down, and we'll be out of misery soon.
Man, I don't know, man. Like I was really, I don't know. If I can trip over some Dream tickets, I would like to go see them sometime this season. I don't care if they don't win the game again. I still want to go support the girls.
You want to go eat some nachos?
No, I don't really eat. I was about to say Phillips Arena. I don't eat State Farm Arena nachos. Them things be old and stuff. Only thing I get there Only thing I get from State Farm is they hot dogs. That's it, and they drinks. Cause I know that's fresh. Everything else, man, feel like that stuff be cooked like 3 days ago or something like that, and they just save it. Don't ever get the chicken tenders, cause my cousin he had messed up his teeth trying to bite into one of them. So hard. But anyway, Atlanta Steam. Shouts out to Amber Clark, Kay, Key. What's up? What was her name?
Key State Beaston.
Yeah, Key State Beaston. They was on the show a month ago, and they beat Omaha this past Saturday. Huh?
Blew them out.
Yeah, they blew them out 50-14. All right, with that win, pretty much putting them in the playoffs, so they have a playoff berth. I told them to keep us updated of the playoff schedule because they got a home game, man. Hey, we either both of us got to go. Hey, one of us gonna have to go out there and support them, man. Because you never know, man. They gonna end up bringing the championship to the city. I know a lot of people thinking that it's just a Legends football league. Like I don't care. Like we said, FILA Sports Podcast, we cover and we support all Atlanta teams, all Georgia college sports. So we don't exclude anybody from anything. All right. United right now. They played Saturday, and they played LA Galaxy. They won that game 3-0. Today they playing in the U.S. Open Cup semifinal against Orlando. And somebody just told me in the chat that United is up 2-0, so that's good. Hopefully, we can hold our lead in that game, and I guess advance. Joseph Martinez, he did not play tonight because he had a adductor injury, and we're not trying to rush back Bello back out the rehab. And if you was not at the game Saturday in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, you couldn't probably get in anyway because it was sold out. And then guess what? They set a new MLS single game record attendance. It's like every 4 or 5 games they set a new attendance. 72,548 United fans strong in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. If we can just pack Falcons games and Braves games and Hawks games like this, man, no telling how we'll be, man.
Take away the PSLs, but anyway, that's another topic.
Yeah, they do need to take away the PSLs. I agree. All right, before we go any further, let's go into the chat. What's going on in the chat?
Oh, let me see. All right, we got Falcons Nation in here. Rise up, what's going on, man? King Cal in here. Trey's checking in as well. And Falcons Nation said, "Dope intro, brothers." That's all done, man. All done.
King Kel, he said that young Dro bought that memories. What you know about that, man? What you know about I'm sick of it, man? What'd you say?
We're not gonna have a Mechanicsville reunion.
No, ain't no Mechanicsville. Summerhill, man. What you mean? Summerhill.
I'm sorry, my dad is from Summerhill. I told you that. Yeah.
Yes, but the beat came from the I'm sick of it, Young Dro song back in the day, but that song didn't become a hit. It was a hood hit, but it wasn't a mainstream hit. And I still listen to it to this day. I still listen to all the Young Dro mixtapes and stuff. So, that's just how I am. Falcons Nation said week 1 Vikings. I'm excited to see what our receivers would do against one of the best DB cores we'll face all season. Also, best receivers duo will face. Your guys' take on that? What's your take?
I like Thielen and what's the other? What's the number 14? What's the boy on the other side? Thielen and the one who did Saints.
Talking about Stephon Diggs.
There we go. I like Thielen and Diggs. I mean, they're nice. Nice duo. Playing in that dome, they certainly can do it. But if Cook comes back healthy this year, they certainly have a nice triplet. Who's the tight end? They still got Kessler. Who's the tight end in Minnesota?
I don't know.
Yeah, but that's certainly a nice trio. to get you some points every Sunday.
But the only thing we got to do is put pressure on Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins doesn't do well under pressure. If we can put pressure on Kirk Cousins, that's going to be a win for us. Yeah. We know their defense. We know about their defense, and everybody in the league still respect the Vikings' defense. Make no mistake about it. If we can just go out there and, we got to establish the run with them. We establish the run. We're out there D-line. Them DBs, they'll get exposed. Xavier Rhodes and all them, they'll get exposed easily.
Kevin Rudolph, thank you, Falcon Nation. Yeah, Rudolph. Rudolph. So the first thing, we're going to take away Dalvin Cook. And not let Dalvin Cook run up and down the field. And then hopefully, like I said, if we can generate some pressure, Kirk Cousins won't have 5 seconds to stand around and throw the Thielen and did something.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Falcons Nation said Atlanta won. I'm thinking of Atlanta United. So Atlanta United won. That's good. Hey, Lieutenant Dan from Unintentional Ground, I know he upset right now. He done went to the game and everything in Orlando because he a big Orlando City fan. Yeah. And I had to tell him, I said, hey, unite and conquer. And, he said something back or whatever. But, hey, I tried to tell you, man. I tried to tell you. Anyway. Yep. Also, King said, I was in Navy boot camp or about to go. I guess what you mean.
Young Joe, I'm pretty sure you referencing.
Oh, yeah. I was in college at that time, when Best Thing Smoking came out. Yeah, I was in college and, that's all I was bumping.
I was wrong. I still like Joe, though.
Yeah, Falcons Nation, he said we advanced to the U.S. Cup final. That's good. And yeah, we'll figure. I don't know who do you know who we play, or does there got to be a decisive person on that? Do 2 other teams got to play in order to get to the finals? Let us know in the chat. So, because I haven't really been following along, I just been keeping up with Atlanta United. And he also said he told Dan. I tried to tell Dan too, but he's a Falcons fan, but he live in Orlando, so he got to support his city as well. So ain't no love lost on that. All right, let's get back to the topics. What happened in college, in the college world?
Well, everybody know around here, DC, Brent Cox, local kid, played some local football around DeKalb County and Stockbridge High School as a youth ball. He played in DeKalb. But anyway, he was at UGA and he was dismissed. Not going to get into the speculation on why rumors flying everywhere, but DC no longer is at UGA.
Okay.
And Georgia Tech had a couple of commitments. Kai Wright, a 3-star DM from Miami, and Big Kid from Lee County. Wing Green, 3-star tackle from Lee County, both committed to Tech.
Okay.
Over the past week.
Okay. All right.
Both teams in camp, in fact. I'm sorry. All the college teams probably, all your favorite college teams probably have started camp. There's a couple teams that don't have a game until September that won't start. I mean, actually, they'll start this week as well. So by the end of this week, all your college teams will be started break if they haven't started already.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's Southern, Kennesaw State, Georgia State.
Yeah, so all the local, all our Georgia teams.
Oh yeah.
If you are a fan of a team somewhere else and they don't play their first game until September, they don't have one of those 30th the weekend. They basically don't play Labor Day weekend. They play the next weekend. They'll open up camp. 30 days basically. Yeah. 30 days from your first game is whenever your team's gonna open camp. That's pretty much just about every sport too.
All right, we got a surprise for y'all. We're going to talk about that in a minute as far as college football goes. But let's get into some Falcons news. Last Thursday, we played against the Broncos in the Hall of Fame game. We pretty much had that game under control to like the last minute. Well, not last minute, but the Broncos' last drive. When what's his name? Ryan Neal. Pretty much tried to go for an interception, and it went through his hands, and the receiver from the Broncos caught it for a touchdown, and we lost that game 14-10. So we're going to go over our high points and low points of that game, but the main focal point of that weekend for us was Tony Gonzalez was enshrined into the Hall of Fame. He thanked it when he did his Hall of Fame speech. He thanked the entire Falcons organization from Arthur Blank, Martha Blank to
TD Matt.
He even brought up Mike Smith. Oh yeah, he brought up Matt Ryan, saying Matt Ryan's one of the best quarterbacks right now. Pretty much saying all time. And you had a lot of Chiefs fans, were salty about it because, well, he spent 12 years with us and spent 5, but he did more for us than he did for y'all. But let's keep it 100.
He never went to the playoffs.
They did go to the playoffs, but it was first round exits. They never.
I'm sorry. He never won. I'm sorry, never won the playoffs.
Yeah, they went. I believe back in 2003, 2004. They was like, I think they was first seed and they lost against Indianapolis. I remember that game. But they had Trent. He had Trent Green as his quarterback. Now, come on now, let that sink in. Trent Green. All right, I'm not going to get into all that, but anyway, but y'all, that was good. And then he also said something about Roddy White being in the Hall of Fame. I hope so, but here's my spill on that. Like, we haven't got Steve Barkowski, we haven't even got Mr. Falcons, Jesse Tuggle, Tommy Nobis, all those guys. Like, Van Noble.
Jesse Tuggle holds an NFL record that will never be broken. And he's not in the Hall of Fame. Jesse Tuggle's record will never be broken. Never.
Yes.
Because teams don't run the ball enough. Yep. Guys don't play enough down. Teams don't run the ball enough, so middle linebackers not going to ever be able to get that many tackles again.
Yep.
And he's not in the Hall of Fame. Dang shame, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if Roddy gets in, that'd be great. But, there's other Falcons who've been waiting. Matter of fact, Tommy Nobis died a year or two ago. His name, I don't even think his name was ever mentioned to be in the Hall of Fame, which is a slap in the face for the organization and the city of Atlanta, in my opinion.
And the record, Jesse Tuggle, for y'all, if you don't know, he holds the career tackle record in the NFL. And he holds it by a large margin over the next person. And like I say, the way the game is played today, a middle linebacker is not going to rack up in the teams and tackles in the game anymore because teams are throwing the ball too much.
Exactly.
Yeah, or you have too many specialized packages, or guys get hurt too much. That also lets you know how often that Jesse Tuggle was available. He wasn't hurt. He played every down at middle linebacker for years. Grown man.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Injuries for the Falcons. We heard about Kurt Benkert. He had a great game Thursday. What happened, he had a toe injury, and we just found out that he's been placed on IR, so he's pretty much done for the year. James Carpenter, he's having issues with his hip. I don't know if any more news came out of that or he's going to miss more time. Duke Riley, he has a groin injury. He's been having he's been battling his injury for the past couple of weeks, so we don't know if he's going to get well or not. Hopefully he can get well soon because he need those reps in preseason. He need those reps because Jermaine Grace right now is looking good. He looked good in that first preseason game, but he need more. But like I said, I'm not going to really – a lot of players did good against Denver, but I'm not going to hold this against anybody's head because we got, 4 more games to go. They got to show me more, than just one game.
Yeah.
Foye Olakun, he had a string oblique. He's pretty much – they don't know the status of how much time he's going to take out. Marcus Green, hamstring. We don't know the details of how long he's going to take to rehab that. Rasheed Hateman, he has a growing issue. We don't know the timetable on that as well. And then Desmond Trufant, he has the back strain. And we know Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Deion Jones, they still pretty much been practicing on the rehab field ever since training camp started. So we don't know when they're going to be pretty much ready. But Julio's not playing this preseason anyway. And I don't think Debo is neither. So, Those are pretty much veterans. Calvin Ridley, you may see Calvin the last preseason game or a little bit of the third game, and then pretty much some of the fourth game. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. From Ben Kurt's injury, we had to bring back Matt Sims to a deal. Caleb McGarry, I'm pretty sure everybody was aware of his heart issue. He had to have surgery last week. And Dan Quinn came out with a couple of days ago during the Falcons military appreciation day on Sunday. He said that Caleb McGarry should be ready by season opener, but he's not going to start. Ty Sambrello was going to start. A lot of people upset about that, saying, "Oh, we wasted the second and third round pick on Caleb McGarry."
Did we sign him for 4 years? Did we sign him for 4 years?
Who, Ty?
No.
Caleb
McGarry, yeah.
But he got that 50 option though. Anybody that's
I'm saying, I'm saying, how do we waste him? You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing: we've been telling you guys all the time that he's not starting week 1. I love Caleb McGarry to death, and he's going to be a force for us. But you're not going to start two rookies side by side week 1. They're gonna pretty much ease him in towards the middle of the season. Like Ty's not a horrible tackle. I don't know why a lot of people saying that. There's film that will show you guys that Ty Sambrello can pretty much block and do a great job at it.
I mean, because, low key, quiet as kept. He did a decent job last year when he finally stepped in the last 4 ball games of the year last year.
Yep.
Did a decent job.
It was night and day. It was night and day of him, Ryan Schrader, and Ty Sambrello.
Night and day. Noticeable difference. So we don't love him, but he was better than what we had. It was, like you said, it was a noticeable difference. So get him, man. His due for what he did last year.
All right, and from the game, this is what we got. Brian Hill had a tremendous game. Chris Lindstrom, he did great. Ben Kurt, he did awesome. Kendall Sheffield and Jordan Miller, those guys, man, they're gonna be great, man. I'm waiting to see this Thursday and the rest of this preseason how they're gonna develop and how they're gonna how the reps they're gonna get to pretty much to see what part of the depth chart they're gonna fall under. Comiskey had a great game. And who else? What was your takes on the game, Coach?
I like Comiskey, and I still like what's the boy from Virginia? OZ? What's the
Zacchaeus?
Z.O. What's his last name?
Zacchaeus. The wide receiver?
That's his first name or last name?
Last name.
What's his first name?
I'm not even gonna try.
It's with an O, right? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I like him. I like him a lot.
I'm just gonna call him Oz. OZ.
Yeah, OZ Oz. Yeah. He's OZ. He's in the OZ Oz. Yeah, from NL. I like him. I like him a lot. He's gonna stick around. Like I said, he's gonna at least be in the practice squad. I ain't gonna go that far. That's how much I like him. But I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised if another team picked him up and put him on his active roster. Okay, I'm going a little far, but I like him.
Yeah,
I like him a lot. Like I like him.
But look,
here's the thing. About him. He has a watching him live at training camp that day. Just it's something different about him. I like him.
Yeah. Here's the thing: Justin Hardy and Russell Gage jobs are not safe. So if
Hardy, he's just been all extra mid to me.
If Christian Blake and Oz can do a good job, during preseason, hey, they may make the roster.
Yeah, let me say, I clarify. I don't just like Hardy, but all right. What has he done?
This is my thing. The problem was Hardy was he got lost in the shuffle when Kyle Shanahan. I ain't gonna blame it on Kyle Shanahan. He got lost in the shuffle when Sanu was traded. When we got Sanu here, because then he had to fall below the depth chart because he was at 3. I believe. Okay, he was behind Julio and Roddy. All right, Roddy left. He thought he was going to be the next man up. Well, Sanu came, so he fell to 3. And then during the season of 2016, we seen not Russell Gage, but Taylor Gabriel. He was doing good, so he fell to 4.
Man, like I said, I don't dislike Harden. He just, he never did nothing.
Yeah,
he cool though. He straight.
exactly.
I ain't.
But far as the preseason game on Thursday, I don't really think they really game plan on the offensive side. I really think it was pretty much the focal point was on the defense because we seen a lot of 5-2, a lot of bare fronts, a lot of 34 and 4-2 under in that game. The main focus was the defense, the schemes that we ran. And when we was in that 5-2, oh man, like we was generating a lot of pressure. Getting to the quarterback hits. What'd you say?
I love that 5-2. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The bear, the 46, the 34, the invert, the under, whatever. Old school 8U, 10U football. We call it a 5-2. I love it. As I heard people the other day tell me, that's so and so, that's so and so. I mean, that's just what your coach or whoever called it. I mean, it's. I'm pretty sure Dan Quinn don't call it whatever we call it. I bet you they don't, whatever their name for it is. So stop getting into the name because people were saying that y'all they were killing us and so it's you guys says it's going to be a 34. They were killing Lieutenant Dan and tagging his show and his brand. He said it's going to be a 34. No. We said we're going to use some steel 3-4 schemes. So because they're not calling it a 34, if you clearly look out there on the field, you see 3 down linemen, and you see 2 guys standing up next to them. You can call them ends, outside linebackers, whatever you want, and then you see 2 guys standing behind them. That's 3, and that's 4.
Yes. Yeah.
And then sometimes you saw 2. That makes a 5 and 2. But, it doesn't matter what you call it. The scheme is what we were talking about.
But if you, and Dan Quinn ain't finna just come out, we running 34. Like, no. We running a 5-2, running Bradford. No. Like, and we said this, like, we have Lieutenant Dan, Matt Mike, who else? Pat Man, all of them, Rise Up Rundown, and Jazzy Jeff for Real Talk Sports. We all been saying that we're going to be using new schemes. We're going to be running a lot of 34. And if you looked at the game, how much of the game we ran 34, 5-2 at bare fronts?
Yeah.
Most of the game. When we was on defense, the defensive snaps, we ran a lot of 5-2 bare fronts and 34. We rarely use 4-3. Rarely use 4-3.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, stop getting caught up in the name. What the name is, the scheme. 3, 4, 5, 2, whatever you call it. Look at the scheme. How many rushers versus how many guys standing up, and what the guys on the edges' responsibilities are. Do they primarily rush? Do they drop in coverage? That's what we're talking about. The scheme. Stop getting caught up in the numbers. 5, 2, 34, 43. Yeah. Let's hop in the chat real quick, Don.
Yeah. All right, King, he said, best thing smoking got me through 12th grade. Yeah, he got me through my freshman year, and I was all in a different state. He said 6 people watching should equal 6 likes. Hit that like button.
Appreciate you, King. There you go.
Yeah, thank you, man. We appreciate it, man.
You're leaving.
Falcons Nation said 100%. Reggie, what's good, Reggie? Falcons Nation said Minnesota versus Portland winner heading into the Bends. So whoever went, man, we might end up playing Portland again. We play Portland again. You already know they're gonna be on. I need to figure out when the U.S. Cup is. If it's during the weekend, I may have to end up going.
It's his tailgate.
Oh yeah, at least to the tailgate, man. If it's on the weekend, if it's on a Saturday, I'm going. I promise you that. He said it's going down tomorrow, so I guess they play tomorrow. Falcons Nation said Tony picked us because Tony picked us because teams wasted him. Yep, teams. Yep, they wasted him. Trey said they putting 20 people in next year, so Togo might get in next year.
Is he on the ballot train and stuff? You just saying, or is he eligible? He on the ballot and stuff? I don't keep up with all that. I don't know, but I know he needs to be in there.
He's been eligible for a while now, so
I know he was eligible before. I know eventually you fall off, don't? Eventually you fall off the ballot, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do some research on that and find out.
Yeah. Who else? Z said Little Nicks and Bumps.
Yeah,
Pretty much for the injuries.
Justice. Yeah.
For the injuries for a lot of these Falcons players. Yeah, just
typical camp stuff.
Yeah, when you first start getting in pads and you start hitting and stuff like that, you gonna have some bruises and stuff like that. That's kind of common. So you can bounce back. We can bounce back from that in a week. The only thing you really got to do is just hydrate yourself, put yourself in the hot tub with some Epsom salt. You'll be all right. All right. That Georgia boy 17, he said they were saying on the radio Vic being beaten up by Ty. Guess they trying to get Vic confidence up. Come on now. Stop with the Vic
that. Yeah. You know that Georgia boy don't like Vic. You know.
I know, man.
He got to give us one every week.
I know Josh said something on
yeah, man, Josh.
He said he was talking about I'm shocked because Vic pretty much stopped the run. But if y'all seen what he was doing, y'all seen where he was lined up, it was totally different how he lined up last year. That's why I said when you put Vic Beasley in his natural position, he will succeed. He plays well standing up. He doesn't play well with his hands in the dirt. And now y'all seen that in training camp. Y'all seen that
Nobody does it 240. Not in the NFL. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Okay. Hold on. That Georgia boy 17 said Brian Hill making it hard for them to cut him. Yeah. If he does good and Olsen and Marcus Green, they don't, have a better games this preseason, then they can be relegated to the practice squad, and we may end up getting Brian Hill a spot. But Marcus Green is going to make this squad because of his what he can bring to the special teams.
Yeah, he didn't show it the other day though. Yeah. But going back to Brian Hill, is it just me that I don't know why, but Brian Hill just reminds me of Anton, and we will not do. It's just me, but Dan Quinn is not going to do what Mike Smith did with Anton. Who looked like the best player on the team at times, and he never played.
Like Mike Smith, he ain't want to play Devontae Freeman. Come on, man.
Boy, for real. I forgot about that. Drafted Devontae and let him be the third team running back.
Just dumb.
Just on the side. Didn't even return kickoffs or nothing. Just over there on the sideline. Just wasting himself.
Yeah. All right. And Z, he also asked, how many tight ends and running backs do y'all think we'll carry? I think we'll carry like 4 running backs because you got to think about Freeman, Ito,
and we're carrying 3 tight ends because we want to go heavy and run at sometimes, and we don't have a fullback, so we're carrying at least 3 tight ends.
Yeah, because one of those tight ends you can just put at the fullback position.
Yeah, so we want to go.
Stalker, you can put him at fullback.
Yeah. We want to go 21 personnel. Yeah, obviously you need at least 2, and then we like to go H-back as well, and then one of those guys go down. So yeah, we're keeping at least 3 tight ends.
Yeah,
and we have to.
Yeah, we got to. And the tight ends you brought in, they are excellent run blockers. Yeah. So we're gonna need that because I can tell you now, we're gonna be running the ball quite a lot this year. Yeah, I've been saying this for months now, so don't be surprised. All right, Jonathan, what's good, man? He said, man, y'all said y'all was going on at 8:45. I forgot about it and checked it at 9:15. Y'all still wasn't live, so I figured y'all wasn't coming on tonight. My bad, Jonathan, man. Look, you blame YouTube, man. Don't shoot us, man. Blame YouTube. YouTube is the one that they want to stop hangouts on air. So we found a new way to stream. If you see like our new presentation, our new background and everything that we have up for you guys, hopefully y'all like it. We appreciate it. We also got intro music and outro music now. So it takes a while to get all this stuff set up, and I was still trying to figure out how to get my mic to work and get my camera stuff. It just took longer than expected, and we apologize. So hopefully by the next 2 or 3 streams, we'll have everything up by the time we said we're gonna go live.
And we gotta say, because I gotta say, maybe Jonathan and definitely Jonathan and that Georgia boy are definitely loyal feline. I want to say they pretty much
Hometown, yeah, they hometown
yeah.
supporters.
So y'all definitely top 10, definitely
Yes.
top 10. That Georgia boy and Jonathan, appreciate you.
Appreciate y'all. If y'all can y'all need to start sharing our content with other fans, man. That like other Atlanta sports teams, because we're trying to grow, man. We want to get to like 1,000 by the end of the year. 1,000 subscribers by the end of December, man. We can do that. I try to figure out what we can do, man. We may end up giving y'all some T-shirts and stuff for the first, I guess, 20 people who subscribe to our channel or whatnot.
You go to the game. We'll cash up you a Coke.
Yeah, we'll cash up you a beer.
I'm gonna say a beer. Don don't drink.
I don't drink.
Everybody else do. Yeah.
I don't drink. So yeah.
I drink his.
Yeah, you drink mine.
He drives.
All right. OMT said he started from the beginning, so I think he said he started from the beginning of the show. All right, that's fine, man. Go ahead, man. That Georgia boy 17. He said Anton will come in the game and get a touchdown every game. Yep, that's right.
And then not play the next week, and then come in the next week and have 5 rushes for 68 yards, and then not get a touch the next week, and everybody like, what is going on? Like, I think, man, Anton must have been an asshole. And Mike Smith just didn't like him. He must have just been.
Or just Mike Smith just wanted to micromanage the offense so much that he just didn't know what he was doing.
And I don't know about Anton. I'm joking, y'all. I don't know, but yeah, that was the most baffling thing ever. Yeah.
All right. So, Hawks news. Vince Carter, he will return to the Hawks for his 22nd season in the league. This is probably going to be his last year. So this man done played in the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and we about to start a new decade.
So Vince is a year older than me. Vince graduated high school in 95. I graduated in 96. Vince is a year older than me, and he's still windmilling.
Yes. I think this is a great thing for the team, because we're a young team, and guys like Hunter, Reddish, and even Bruno, and Trey Young, Trey Young and all that, but they was Herder and all that. They was here last year with him, but all of them can learn. And even Jabari Parker, even though he's a bench player, but still everybody, they can learn. They can learn from Vince Carter. Vince Carter will pretty much be here as a mentor. Like I told somebody, I don't care if he play 5 minutes every game or whatever, or 5 minutes once a week in a game. I don't care. He's a veteran, and his presence on the team will mean a lot. Look at what happened last year. Like Trey Young, Herder, and all those guys, they developed way earlier than what they was expected to. So, I'm excited about this move, and I'm ready for October, man. I really am, because I'm already trying to look up what games I'm gonna go to for State Farm, in the State Farm Arena. I'm trying to make it like, okay, I go to a Saturday game, and then Sunday I go to a Falcons game. Have a good weekend.
On this win.
Yeah, about time. Oh man, what's been going on with the Braves this week?
We up and down. We Tuesday, division we beat Washington. This is going back to obviously last week, y'all. Wednesday we beat Washington again 5-4. Thursday we won in Cincinnati, and then Friday we lost Cincinnati 5-2. Saturday we won Cincinnati 4-5. That was 10 innings. Uh, Ronald Acuna won the game for us. And then Sunday, Cincinnati got us 6-4. We were scoring 4 runs every game. Like we just put 4 on the board for us. And then yesterday we dropped to the Twins, and today we dropped to the Twins 5-3. And right now we're up 9-0 in the top of the six.
Yeah, it's weird. We had games that we just beat up on opponents, and then we just had games that we winning, and then they just come back and just beat us.
Yeah.
I just hope that we can just, like I said, if we can somehow win 3 or 4 games out of a week, we can still make the playoffs at this rate right now.
Maybe playoffs. Still we're 7 games up.
Yeah.
We look pretty good right now. You never want to count your chickens before they hatch, but if this team doesn't make the playoffs, it'll be a utter disappointment if they would the tank and not make the playoffs now. It'll be man, it'll be terrible.
Yeah. All right, what's going on in the Braves camp?
Pitching, we made some pitching moves. Okay, so we acquired, we got Shane Green from Detroit. In the trade, we traded some prospects. We received Shane Green. We got Chris Martin and Mark Melicone and catcher Ryan Murphy and Fulte. We made a couple other moves. Fulte, he actually started tonight. We brought Fulte back up, so 9-0. So I'm actually not even sure if he's still in the game, but no run scored, so good. Good job for him. And the Braves called Pache. I heard his name pronounced 30,000 different times. This is my guy. I've been high on him for a couple of years. I've been super excited about this guy. I think that he is a young star in the making. And Drew Waters and Ian Anderson called up to AAA. And Anderson was one of the Braves' top picks, and he's already came up for AAA balls. So just letting you know right now that he's doing pretty good. And this week, so we got a new closer, and the new closer came in and did what the old closer did, and the old closer did what the new closer was supposed to do. So go figure.
Yeah, man. But hopefully we can get it together, man.
You figure so, man. We just need a little stability in the bullpen. I got to get us through the 7th and 8th inning, and and then get to the 9th, and hopefully a guy who can sustain in the 9th. But we'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, just those new relief pitchers we got for the bullpen, man. Just give them a week or so. They should be settling in because they're in a whole new organization now.
Yeah.
When you move from one place to another, sometimes it can be it's more mental than physical.
Mm-hmm.
So
always. What's up, real Pat man? Pat man checking in the chat. What up, Pat?
What's good, Pat? How you doing?
And George Boy said that they hope that they give VC a great farewell tour. He deserved it. Wow. Who?
If we can win an NBA championship next year,
you got Hank, you got Chipper. Who else ended their career in Atlanta? Who did we send off? Man. Let me see. Glavin didn't end in Atlanta. Who else? I'm thinking Chipper, Hank Aaron. I can't think of any.
Nobody, man. Nobody.
Well, Mike Ken. Van Note, maybe Ken. Because Gold again or leave, right? Or Fraley come in. Maybe Mike Ken. Jesse Tuggle. Okay, Jesse Tuggle. He ended here, but man, you can't think of any Hawks, right? Who ended their career?
It's not about ending your career. It's about just winning a championship. That's what he's talking about.
Well, I'm even just thinking about guys who played here a long time and retired here. Like, man, we don't have a long history of guys who did that. Like on a high note, or I don't even mean like just having a good career and retire here.
Yeah, like
Man, we don't have a long history of that.
Dominique, he didn't even retire on Hawks.
Got traded. Yeah, he got traded. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, that'd be good. You know, to say that the Hawks was his last team that he played with. You know.
Yeah. So best goes in the Hall as under what team? The Raptors?
I think Toronto. Either be Toronto or New Jersey or Brooklyn, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
They'd be one of those teams.
Yeah.
All right. So new things for our brand. So we've been working a lot this summer, and we already know football season is upon us. All right. So last night we unveiled a new show. It's still FILA Sports Podcast, okay? But it's part of our brand. It's a new episode, all right? It's different from our weekly episodes that we normally do and our special episodes that we pop up, if anything happens in Atlanta sports. But what we're going to start doing, we're going to have a show called Rivalry Week. This is during college football season, all right? So it's pretty much focused on UGA and Georgia Tech. Like if UGA plays, say for instance, UGA plays Auburn. All right, well we'll do a few days prior to them playing. We'll get a reporter or I guess editor from Auburn and have him come on the show, and we'll have like a debate on why we think UGA is going to win, and he's going to say, okay, well, I think Auburn's going to win, and I'm going to give you these reasons why.
Yeah, all right. Preview the game.
Yeah, it's a preview of the game, and pretty much it's a debate, like who's going to win, who y'all think is going to win. All right, and it's going to be a live show because we want everybody in the chat to pretty much give them their point of view as well. So we're going to do UGA. But we also going to do Georgia Tech as well. Sorry, Southern fans and Georgia State fans. We're not doing it. We're not going to. The show's not going to be formatted that way. But however, we will cover.
College football.
Yeah, we will talk college football. We will bring you guys up y'all scores, the teams y'all play that week. Also, we'll talk about y'all players of the game from the games y'all played. And we're not just talking about UGA, Georgia Tech, but we're talking about Southern, State, Kennesaw, Valdosta. What else? What other school I'm leaving out?
Morehouse, Clark.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do all that. All right, it'll be a college-centric show, college football-centric show. So if you're into college football, that Wednesday starting during football season, pretty much a month from now. All right, I think our first show we're going to do is going to be,
Art Institute.
But please. Anyway, all right. So, our first show is going to be Georgia Tech versus Clemson. We're going to have, I guess, J Ben come on because he's a Clemson fan, and I guess he writes on Clemson as well. And matter of fact, he went to Clemson.
Yeah, he went to Clemson. He's a professor at Kennesaw State. A lot of you might know him. He used to work, if you ever been a third shift guy, he used to be riding around late at night on 92.9 the game, but he used to work there. It's probably been, I don't even think it's been a year since he's left now. He used to be on 92.9 game if you're on Twitter. He also does Blogging Dirty, the Blogging Dirty Falcon site. That's J Ben, and he's active on Twitter. You always see him always talking sports. General good guy, so we're gonna come on and we're gonna talk preview the Clemson and Georgia Tech game. Pretty sure he'd be a good guest. Great guest.
And we'll put a schedule up sometime this week of what games we're gonna preview, and we're still working on bringing on hosts. I'm not bringing on hosts. We the hosts. Bringing on guests to talk about their team and their rivalry. So just stay tuned for that. I think that's going to be a great show. I think we're going to have a lot of people going to tune in to watch that show because there's a lot of Bulldogs fans, there's a lot of Tech fans too.
I love college football. Y'all. Don is the NFL guy. I'm the college guy.
I'm a college guy too, man. I just can't really say that much on here because I'm a fan of a different
Don't say
team
it.
in a
Don't
different
say it.
conference. You know,
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Michigan.
Hey, and what we can do also as well too, because you guys know I'm a huge high school guy, so you know how we run down our scores for the week. When we do our Sunday show, we'll run down the high school rankings before the college shows. The Georgia high school rankings. Then we get into the college shows because we do the rundown on Sundays for the week. So we'll keep you updated on the tie-in. The same, keep the same format.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that on Wednesdays though.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We'll do that on Wednesdays. All right. Yeah. So you definitely going to be getting this football season. You definitely going to be getting 2 shows from us. Our weekly regular Sunday shows, and then our shows on Wednesdays. All right. I just mentioned this earlier about our new setup. This is the new way we're going to stream. Like I said, blame YouTube. YouTube want to get rid of Hangouts on there, so we had to pretty much be creative and think outside the box.
Google, right?
Google, YouTube, whoever.
Yeah.
Both of them. They was in cahoots. They was in cahoots.
Yeah, you're right. Same parent company.
They was in cahoots to get rid of Hangouts on there. So we had to think outside the box. We had to be creative, and I think this is going to help our brand out by showing it this way. And I think it looks good. I like the new setup. What you guys think? Tell us what y'all think in the chat about the new setup and the intro. Well, I think Keen already said he liked the intro music, so that's good. If you like the intro, you gonna love the outro. The outro is totally different. All right. Also, during NFL games, during Falcons games, I'm going to start doing during halftime. I'm going to start doing a Facebook Live interaction. All right. So if you're on Facebook, and all of our stuff, our links are up here above our feed, our streaming. So you see our Twitter handle, you see our Instagram handle, you see our Facebook handle, and you see our Spotify, where you can find us on Spotify, because we also upload our shows on Spotify as well. If you don't want to watch the video, you can listen to the audio. All right, but we're gonna start streaming on Facebook Live during not during the NFL season when the Falcons go to halftime, and I'll pretty much ask some questions and say what y'all like about the game or what y'all think. Matter of fact, I'll probably do.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think about doing one also towards the end. So I may do one at halftime, and I might also do one the end of the game. Get y'all thoughts about the game, win, lose, or draw, or whatever. I know we lose. I know it's gonna be. I already know how Falcons social media is when we lose. End of the world, man. End of the world.
Let Matt throw a pick.
Fire everybody.
Miss a kick. Oh my God.
Fire everybody. Everybody need to go. Like, oh man.
And every time that man misses a kick, I swear to God, I'm not even gonna look at. I promise you, if he missed when he missed kick, I'm not even gonna touch my phone.
Who?
Oh my God, Tobacco, he's never gonna survive, bro. Every time that man misses a kick, they gonna kill him. Like, man,
but in the Hall of Fame game, that was the snap was bad though. I went back on Game Pass. The snap was a bad snap.
I said that live. I was like, man, the snap came into his body, and he was also a left-footed kicker kicking from the left hash, 54 yards. Jeez, like you see, the man made the routine one, the 37-yarder. I'm mad when he missed 45 and in. That's when it's gonna be like, hey, come on, 54 yards. I mean, I know Matt makes that, but we act like Matt Bryant never missed a kick. He did. You know what I'm saying? He did. Like, relax, people, relax.
Yeah. Also, let's see. So that's what we're gonna end up doing this football season. So we're gonna on Wednesdays we're gonna do our rivalry week with our college football, and then also And also during our Falcons games, we're gonna do a Facebook Live so we can interact with you guys. So we got a lot of new things in store for you guys. So hopefully y'all can, y'all appreciate everything we doing and and show y'all support. Go ahead.
Hey, and as always too, you guys when we're doing a rivalry, y'all know I can't pronounce that word. If y'all have some questions, shoot them, shoot them to our Twitter. If you want us to ask or help us as well, we always want to keep up with local boys. The opposing team, any local kids you know about the opposing team, shoot us and we can ask the on-air person who comes about them about how they're doing and about how they do because we all about the hate. So that's how we do it.
Anything y'all want us to add to the show or whatever, just let us know.
It's y'all show, man. It's people's show.
Exactly. This is for the hometown. This is for the hometown fans. So if it's anything y'all want us to improve on or whatever, just let us know. If y'all want us to add stuff, hey, Braves done cut the lead to 11-3.
Our whole stick is you all. That's why we go to the chat. That's why we read you guys' comments, like to let you know. You go to you listen to Sports Talk Radio and you just listen to them talk all day. Yeah, you listen to us talk too. We want to give y'all a voice too.
This is why we do it live because we want to interact with you guys.
And say who said the comments. Yes, and put your Twitter so we can interact and talk.
Yeah, we don't just talk and then just upload it and then y'all say stuff in the comments and then we don't engage with you guys. We don't do that.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not that type of podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So
go ahead.
Oh, then you done?
Yeah, you about to wrap?
Oh, yeah. But go ahead and go in the chat one more time before we leave.
We somebody said you ain't never been past Chattanooga, but you supposed to call yourself a Michigan fan.
Hold on. Who said that? That Georgia boy?
No.
Who said that?
Dude. I said that.
Now, I don't know how good your geography is, but you do realize Missouri is like way past Chattanooga, right?
I know you went to college at.
All right.
He don't like that one, that Georgia boy. The Georgia boy did have a good one though. He said Bobby Cox. Does that one count? We talking about a send off. That's a good one.
That's a good one. I was thinking more of a player stuff, but Bobby Cox.
That was good. Good one. That was a good one. Oh, well, Lenny Wilkins. No, he didn't retire. Well, hold on. Yeah, Lenny Wilkins. He retired as a Hawk. He got majority of his wins in Seattle, but I know when he broke the record, he was coaching in Atlanta. Didn't Lenny Wilkins retire from Atlanta? I looked it up.
I don't think so.
But he didn't coach majority of his career here though. But Bobby Cox was a real good one. Yeah.
All right,
man. Hard Knock start tonight, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't worried about no Oakland Raiders.
I'm gonna check out Hard Knocks. It's interesting. I'm gonna check it out and eat me some Klondike bar.
Man, I'm about to go to bed, man. It's been a long day, long evening. I had to set this stuff up. I'm about to call it a night. If anything I missed tonight, I'll try to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, also, if y'all listening to this show, make sure y'all go check out Lieutenant Dan, Unintentional Grounding, Mad Mike Sports, Jazzy Jeff Real Talk Sports. Follow the Real Pat Man on Twitter for all your Falcons analytics. This man, if you're not following Pat Man, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. You said Mad Mike, right?
Yeah, I said Mad Mike.
Okay.
And then also follow Rise Up Rundown. Follow them as well. We all affiliated now. We all working together, but we still doing our own thing though.
Gotta figure out some kind of way to get Pat his own platform, man.
I've been telling this man for a while now. He need to have his own YouTube channel.
Well, he you gotta get something cool, Pat. You doing something? We're gonna get Killer Pat.
We're gonna give him a show, man. We're gonna give him a show. It's not an if, it's a when. So if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have any friends or relatives that are Atlanta sports fanatics, please share this content with them and tell them to subscribe as well. Also, hit that like button. And if you're watching this show at a later date, please hit us up in the comment section and we'll get back with you guys. As always,
Come out
at your hometown sports podcast. All right. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see y'all Sunday. Holla.
Yes. The live ball.
Hold on.
You don't know how to stop it.
I do. Give me a second.
Okay.